How to set up evaluation criteria and information to which the evaluators will have access. You have just created your evaluation session. Now you want to configure the criteria and also the information that will be available for the evaluators. To do this is very simple. You just have to go to the session you want to set up. And when you're inside, you will have access to two menus that will allow you to configure both the criteria and also the whole anonymization part of the files. The part of evaluation criteria, here you will be able, if you wish to change the title of your session, put an information message for the evaluators when they log on the platform, and also configure your criteria. Each criteria is composed in the same way. Give name, description, minimum, score, and maximum, and you can create as many as you like. You can also add a start date and end date of your session, make comments mandatory for evaluators, and give them access to the export of files or notify them of each new allocation. How it is characterized on the evaluator side? Well, it is when an evaluator logs on the platform, he or she have a clean version of the platform, since in whole he have access to the files assigned to him or her, and that the session be added. Here, for example, we find our session that we have just seen previously. When I'm an evaluator and I'm going into that session, I have access to the files that have been assigned to me. I find the message that we can set up. And when I click on a file assigned to me, on the right side, I find all the rating criteria, which I have set up as a manager, and also the assessment that I can decide to make mandatory. On the left, I find the candidates file, and you can see that there are some menus that have been deactivated, that are hidden. How is this possible? Well, if you return to the admin side, the anonymization tab will allow me to, on the candidates file, to hide certain menus or steps within the course. Here, for example, we see that almost all menus have been disabled. For example, the tags menu has been disabled. Perhaps your evaluators do not be able to tag on the fly. The same applies to the course. You can decide to activate or deactivate certain steps for evaluators. And within the form steps, we can decide to configure the questions that you want to hide, perhaps some personal information or that sort of thing.